Hi, my name's Ruan and this is my channel, The Yorkshire Sew Girl. I'm coming to you today with something a little bit different. Now, you've probably seen quite a lot of vloggers this month so far, in the month of October, going on about a new challenge. Now, we love a challenge, don't we? But this one is all about upcycling. Now, I don't think I've ever upcycled anything. Have I? Don't think so. I was watching Tamlin from Sun on the Times video the other day because she was also talking about this, and I have to admit I'm exactly the same as her. Cat's here. It's literally unbelievable, isn't it? I swear he doesn't normally care about me. Shall we let him in? Come on then, troublemaker. You coming in or not? Coming in? Coming in? Yeah, here he is. No doubt he'll be up in a minute showing you stuff and kicking all my things off my desk, won't you? Because I've made notes and everything today. Anyway, I digress. It's all about upcycling, and Tamlin was basically saying that she just didn't think she had the imagination for it, and I have to 100% agree with her. I love the idea. I think upcycling is awesome. I have a lot of upcycled pieces of furniture in my house. Not that I've done, that other people have done. I always have really good intentions and then I just run out of time. I just feel like I don't have the creativity inside me. I'm not a pattern hacker. I'm not, I'm just do what it says on the tin type of girl. So I'm really happy about this challenge and that I'm going to be involved in it because I think it's going to take me completely out of my comfort zone. So what am I blithering on about? If you haven't heard of it, you probably have, but if you haven't, it is a challenge that is being run all through this month by the lovely Karen from So Little Time and Becky from Notes from the Sewing Room. And it's called #SewUpcycle22, I think. No, it is. It's called, #SewUpcycle22, and basically the girls have managed to get loads of vloggers this month to do a bit of a vlog tour. So very similar to what we did with Sew Frugal, myself and Sam, earlier in the year, where there's one or two people every single day talking about what they might do for this challenge and giving you loads of inspiration. So it's brilliant because there's quite a few vloggers on there I'd not even heard of, which is great because I love experiencing new vloggers on here. Here he is. He'll probably bash my camera, try and sit on my clothes that I'm talking to you about. Shall we carry on anyway? It won't be right without you, Tigger, to be honest. I knew you would sit on all of that. I knew you would sit on all the stuff I've got prepped for you. And now he's bashing my camera and everything. Sit down. Sit. Can you hear him purring? You can probably hear him. Look, see his little nose, look. Hello. You're a pain in the butt. Anyway. So yeah, there's a big load of us doing it and giving you loads of inspiration every single day. But like Tamlin said, the transformation challenge in the Sewing Bee literally gives me palpitations when I'm watching it. So gold knows what I'd be like if I was ever on that programme, because I think I would genuinely be staring at the haberdashery part for a whole hour trying to decide what to do. And by then the actual time would have gone and I'd still just be staring at the shelves. I'd be out on the first week. I just don't need that kind of pressure in my life. However, this challenge is a little bit different and we've got a bit of time. Whew, thank the Lord. So anybody can join in this challenge, and that is what I love about it. So it's all about upcycling. So you can't just make a new garment. No. Let's go through the rules. So you can't just make a garment out of fabric from your stash. You just can't do that. It has to be something that's kind of already about, or it could, to be fair, be like a bed sheet or some curtains or a throw or something like that you've got laying about. But it has to be something that you've already got that you want to make into a garment, and it has to be a garment, okay? It can be for you, it could be for somebody else. It can't be for pets though. So when I talked about my pet's jackets, no, you can't make a jacket for your cat, okay guys? No, has to be for somebody. Okay, and then what you have to do is take a picture of your garment before and a picture of your garment once you've upcycled it, upload it to Instagram on the 31st of October, use the hashtag #SewUpcycle22 and tag in Becky, Notes from the Sewing Room, and Karen from So Little Time. And then you guys, if you put something on Instagram on that day and tag everybody and use the right hashtags, you'll be entered into prizes. we'll have a prize. I mean, obviously last time I did a challenge, I couldn't win any prizes because I was doing the challenge, but you never know this time. I believe it's like a random draw as well, so it's worth a go. And there are some really good prizes. I'll be popping images up along the way. But they're basically the rules, guys, okay? If you want to show little sneaky peeks, you can do. You absolutely can. But you have to use the hashtag SoUpcycle22WIP. Ready, that's work in progress. So that Karen and Becky, when they come to actually do everything on the 31st of October, don't get all of your little sneaky peeks mixed up with the final entries. And believe me, I've had to do all of that, and it's hard work at the end. So they're the rules. A garment for you or somebody else, not a pet. It has to be something that you've already got. So it could be an item that you've made, but it's just been sat in your wardrobe for ages and you're not bothered and you think, what can I do with that? It could be something that you've bought from a charity shop ages ago and you think, I want to do something with that. It could be something that's ready to wear that's just been sat in your wardrobe for ages and you want to do something with it. You know, and it could be anything, fabric that you've got kind of laying around that's had a different purpose at some point in its life. So there's loads of scope. I can't imagine there'll be anybody out there that wouldn't have something. And I suppose there's a few different ways you can go about this. And I'm going to kind of talk to you about some of the possibilities of what I might do. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do, but I'm going to talk about 3 different items that I might do something with. And then you'll have to wait and see till the 31st of October as to what I get up to. Now, I go on holiday this month. Have I told you I'm going on holiday? Probably 6,000 gazillion times, but you know. So I haven't got a lot of time this month. So I'm thinking I want to try and do something pretty simple with my garments. But I always tend to go for the one that's a little bit more elaborate. You know what I'm saying? In regards to inspiration, obviously I've been having a really good look at Instagram. I've been having a good look at Pinterest. Pinterest has been really good for upcycling ideas. YouTube as well. There's loads of videos out there about how people have upcycled garments. So for an inspiration point of view, if you're like me and you think, I just don't have it up there to be able to do it. I'm not creative enough. I'm not free flowing enough. I need to be told what to do. There's loads of inspiration out there. So for even someone like me, there's been loads of opportunities for me to have a look at what I could actually do. So I've just stolen other people's ideas, basically. But I'm sure they won't mind because it's all about upcycling. And that is good for the environment. Anyway, in regards to vloggers, obviously, like I say, there's 1 or 2 every single day. Yesterday was Alison from So Like Dotty. She's my friend. And then today there's myself, and there is also Sarah from So Live, which is a new channel to me. So I've just been over and had a good look at her channel. She's pretty damn good. She was a pattern drafter. She had her own factory. Go over and have a look. She does a lot of live streaming as well. Really good. And then tomorrow is the lovely Becky from Notes from the Sewing Room. So the person who has actually come up with this challenge herself is on tomorrow. So again, I'll be putting graphics up and you can actually have a look. Right, so I had a bit of a go through my wardrobe last month and I started digging some stuff out and I was totally brutal. And I mean brutal. It meant getting rid of me-mades and all sorts of stuff, and I've donated a lot of it to charity, but I kept a few pieces with this in mind. So let's dig into each one. Okay, so number 1 is this. Now these are all ready-to-wear items, my options, and I have this dress. Now I don't know if you'll be able to remember this, but I bought this about a year ago from Asda and it was in the sale for £9. And I loved the fabric so much, obviously because it's pink and red, that I bought this with the idea of doing something with it if it didn't suit me. Now I didn't like this dress on me. It's kind of, you know, like a strapless dress. It's raglan and then it's tiered. So it's got 2 tiers on it as well. I just didn't like the look of it on me. So I'm thinking I could do something with this for part of the challenge. And with me going on holiday soon, it would be perfect, would it not? So I've got a few options of what to do with this. It's a very big and baggy dress. So there's plenty of fabric, which is really nice. I automatically was thinking I could make a really nice long skirt. But I'm not a massive skirt wearer. Although I said that about dresses and I wear dresses all the time now, but I could turn it into a swishy skirt. I actually think that would be lush to wear with like a little white vest or something like that on holiday. But it's this gorgeous viscose fabric. It's really nice. The only thing about it is it on here or the other way around? Here. On the back, the panels are actually seamed as well. So it's a shame, because if I wanted to unpick it, these are actually seamed. So they're panels of fabric rather than a big, large tier all in one go. But hey, that's only at the back anyway. So that's a possibility. The other thing I could do with this, option number 2, is I could just make this fit me better. So it's quite wide around here. I could just take it all in and see what happens. And I know that wouldn't be a massive upcycle, but if it makes it wearable, then that's all that matters. Or, and this is, I think, my preferred option, is to make it into a strappy dress or a camisole. Now, the tiers are already there, so I wouldn't have to do all of that work, would I? All the gathering and things. But I was wondering whether I'd be able to get enough fabric out of here to potentially cut this off and then just put some really nice little straps. So potentially make it into a square-necked vest type camisole. I'm not making much sense, but this is me just, you know, having a think about it. I'm not sure quite how I would do that, but I'm sure there would be a way of making that work. And what I'm trying to challenge myself with is not using pattern pieces. So what the other option is, obviously you can take all of your fabric apart and then you can find a pattern that's either got loads of different pattern pieces or a pattern where you only need 1 to 1.5 meters worth of fabric, and then you can fit your pattern pieces on it and cut it all out. I'm trying not to do that because I'm trying to test myself to see if I can be creative enough to do it on my own. They'll probably be a complete disaster. Tigger, do you mind, sir? He's just staring at me like that. I'm always in your videos, Ruan. So yeah, that is another possibility. What do we think? I'd love to hear your opinions down below as well. I'm not saying I'm going to listen to them though. I'll read them. I'm not saying I'm going to take them on board, but if anybody can come up with genius ideas, you just never know. So that's the possibilities. So strappy like camisole or dress, a skirt, or literally just trying to make this dress fit me better. Okay, that's option number 1. Right, come down here, my little precious. Come on. Oh, look at him, he's a big lump. He's doing loads better as well, by the way. Thank you for people that have asked about him. He had a bit of an infection and he's had lots of antibiotics and painkillers. Are you going out? Bye then. And he's doing really good. And he's back to his naughty self, as you can tell. Okay, number 2 is this. Oh, I love this fabric so much. I loves it. Now this, look at that fabric, is a short t-shirt dress. Now my mother-in-law bought these from M&S, I believe. Yeah, M&S. And she bought, it was a twin pack. And one of them really suited her and she loved it. But this one, she was like, that's way too outrageous for me. So she said, I know someone who'll love that. And so she gave it to me. And she's right. I absolutely love this. So it is a cotton jersey. It's got a bit of stretch to it. It's just basically a boxy t-shirt dress, but it doesn't fit me that good. So it's kind of a bit baggy here and a little bit tighter there, and I think I'd wear it, but only as a nightie, and I don't want to because I think this fabric needs to be shown, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I've been having a look at different ideas, and wow, there's some things you can do with t-shirts, to be fair, online. So I've got a couple of options, haven't I? I could cut this off, chop it off to make it into a t-shirt and make it a bit more fitted, so do a little bit of adjustments along the way. That is an option, and maybe put a little patch pocket on here, would look really cute. I have got an old t-shirt that I don't need anymore. Look at this t-shirt. Oh. I had a t-shirt and I had the kids put on it, and it's I love Christmas. Look at that, how cute are they, my little boys? But it is very small and I'm not very small anymore. Even though it says it's a large, it lied, it's not a large. So I've got that. So I thought I can even cut some of this up and use some of this maybe for a little patch pocket as well. And then maybe put a little motif on it or something like that. So that's a possibility. So that would be a really simple one, wouldn't it? Just make this into a t-shirt. Can't even find the top of it now. The other option is to potentially cut it off, make it a bit more fitted, and then use this part to make a little peplum on it. Now I do quite like that. I have got a t-shirt that's got a peplum on it and I really like it. So I thought I could maybe do that as well. The other option is potentially just to put a little frill on the sleeves as well. So, but obviously you don't want to go too overboard. So that's a potential to cut it off and then use the bottom as a bit of a peplum as well. It is quite a short dress because obviously don't forget I'm 5'9". So I did originally think, oh, well, I could just put a bit of elastic in the middle or a little drawstring. But I just don't know if it'd make it a bit too short for my liking. I'm not sure. And the other thing is I saw online someone cut off straight across like that, cut the sleeves off, and then fold over the top and the back, and then the scraps that you've used, that you've got on your sleeves and everything, making a little tie, and that just goes round, and then you've got like almost a halter neck kind of summer dress, which I thought would be great for my holidays as well. So they're my options. Literally cut it off into a t-shirt, put a little patch pocket on it, fit it nicer, or cut it off, make it into a peplum t-shirt, or cut it and make it into some sort of summer dress. The other option, which I don't want to do, is I could make pyjamas for my little boy as well. I have enough fabric here to make a little summer shorts pyjama outfit for him for when we go on holiday. Everything's telling me that's what I should do, but I don't wanna. So if you've got any other brainwaves for that, that's a potential. Kind of a little bit in love with both those fabrics. So, and then last but not least is this pair of jeans that I've got. Okay, so I've got a pair of, they're just like old slouchy Falmer jeans, and they're a bit baggy. They're not the most attractive pair of jeans on me, you know. I think they're a size 14 and they're like a boyfriend style. So they're quite baggy, but they're just looking a bit worn. And because I have cats, I have like a few little pulls down here that I don't really like. And I've just stopped wearing them. And I thought, you know what, I could potentially do something with that. I mean, obviously the automatic thing is to make shorts with them, okay? So I could cut them off. Now, obviously you don't want something quite as simple as that, but I have seen some where you split the sides and you add another panel of the denim to make them more of like a wide fit, slouchy pair of jean shorts, which I quite like the look of. But I've also seen loads of people make jeans into a denim skirt. Now, I know I don't normally wear skirts, but the idea of a denim skirt, like a pencil denim skirt, kind of appeals to me. And what they do is basically they take this seam out all the way up, right up to here, and then they split it open, and then the bit that you've cut off from down here, you put a panel in to open it up at the front and the back. Now, I quite like that idea. You can finish off the bottom, or you can make it like a raw hem, which again, I really like that idea. So you would pretty much keep all of the features of this. And I was thinking I could maybe do a nice little denim skirt that's not too short, but would be lovely for holiday. And then I could pimp it up a bit. Is that the right wording? Pimp it up. But I've got these, you know, little embroidery patches that I got from a So Hey Jane box, and if you remember rightly, if anybody watched it, I actually did some embroidery on the straps of my maxi, wide strap maxi dress for the collaboration I did with Michelle Sews again, and I really enjoyed doing that. And I've got several of them left. Look, I've got quite a few different floral ones left. Really cute ones. And I was thinking that I could potentially embroider something onto the back pocket as well of this skirt. I don't know, what do you think? I actually quite like the idea of something popping out of the top as well of the pocket. It's really cute. Can you see that? So you could have something just literally popping out, or you could have something on the pocket. So you could embellish the jeans. I also really like the idea of visible mending as well, where you can if you've got tears in it, or you can make tears in it, you tear it and then you put a piece of scrap fabric behind it and then you do visible mending over the top. So I quite like that idea. So you could literally go bonkers, couldn't you? What do we think? So this, let me get it out again. We've got this dress that we can make into something. What if I did all three? I won't do that. I don't even know why I've just said that. We've got the t-shirt dress here in cotton jersey, and then we've got the denim jeans to potentially make into a skirt. It's really funny because obviously I started this vlog by saying this really isn't my kind of bag, because I just don't feel confident enough and I don't feel like I'm creative enough. But the more I researched it, the more ideas I came up with, and I'm absolutely sure that the more you do this, the more creative you will get as well, and the more confident you'll become. So what's the worst that could happen, really? Now, I send a lot of my clothes to charity, or I give them to close friends. But that's 3 different items there that if the worst came to the worst, I would cut them up into rags and I would shove them in this poof that I've never made, that I keep saying I'm going to make. My husband's going crazy because I've got about 6 bags of scraps up in the loft and he goes on about it every single week. But what's the worst that can happen, really? You weren't going to wear it anyway. So shall we just all have a go? Shall we all pledge to each other to just have a go? Join in this challenge, release our pictures on the 31st of October and see what we can come up with. This might be like a big new thing where we just can't help ourselves and we start doing it all the time. It might be really... I don't know why I whispered then. Why am I whispering? There's nobody here to hear me. Anyway, I think it's a fantastic challenge by Karen and Becky. I think they've done a really, really good job. I know how hard it is to organise something like this as well. So I'm really pleased to be a part of it. I can't wait to get started. And I really hope you guys can join in. If you've any questions, by all means, pop them in the description box below. But I'm sure you probably know all about it anyway. And Becky and Karen are also available for you if you want to ask any questions. So good luck with the challenge, ladies, and I hope everybody joins in. And yeah, let's see what happens on the 31st of October. Take care, everybody. Bye.